All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we're making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. Behind the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, never the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
Big Glenn won something, I see.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Excuse me. Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Going great. Going pretty good.
I didn't do too bad on Monday's picks. Of course, yesterday I ended up getting busy, and the time I got done doing that and got back, it was a little bit later, so we didn't do a show. But
I went 2-2, and if I would have done picks yesterday, I would have been 4-0 in the NHL. But
my fault.
I would have been 5-2, but that don't count. So
Blame that on your brother.
I know. Your Uncle Steve's crazy. I know. Hey, I got to shout out Damien. Where have you been? Haven't seen your name on our list there for a long time, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, Damien? I was what I was thinking too when I saw he said what's up. I was like, hey, I ain't seen Damien in the comments for a while.
A long time. Good to see him back.
What's up, Glenn? Oh, March Madness Day passed for Friday.
Oh, cool, man.
That's cool.
Hey, we're gonna see you at Comic-Con.
When I first saw that they were playing games, NCAA games in Indianapolis, like I'm gonna try to go to a game, and then I realized it was the same time as Comic-Con. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna try to go to a game because I'm not gonna have time. Especially with the schedule that Joey was talking about.
We don't have time to do much anything.
Because he's talking about hour on, hour off, and I know how that hour off works. It's gonna be more of a
30 minutes.
Hour on, 30 to 40 minutes off.
I think I'm buying some chips and some candy bars, and I'm sneaking them in, and that's gonna be because I don't want to have to kill anybody.
He'll probably take, I would say, in the evening before that evening show. There'll probably be a little bit longer break.
But it's gonna be such a madhouse to go out anywhere. I don't know if we'd have time to get any food because with the NCAA tournament going on, man, it's gonna be nuts. Okay, Damon, where do you stand on that, man? I'm assuming that you're not a Caleb fan. You prefer the Fields to stay there?
Yeah, Glenn I hadn't talked to you since then, but Glenn had messaged me yesterday evening. He might stop by Comic-Con on Saturday.
I think Warren Misery is going to be there.
Yeah, I saw Warren said he was during the show the other night. He'd commented he was going to be there. I figure Alex will probably be there sometime because he was there. He was there last year watching. So I'm sure he'll be there probably some over the weekend.
Alex is crazy. He's trying to beat Marcus. He's sneaky trying to beat Marcus's numbers, man. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Speaking of Alex, he'll be on tomorrow night. Him and Justin Terrell.
Yeah, you don't like to. Do you think they made a mistake trading Fields and going for Williams? What do you honestly think? Your honest opinion. I think I'd have drafted Harrison and kept Fields. I'm not sold on Williams.
Yeah, but I'm not sold on Fields either. But I'm not sold on Williams.
But
I don't know. I think I would have traded Fields. I think I'd have moved on from Fields, but I don't know if Williams would have been who I'd go with.
But do you use the first pick for somebody else, or do you move back, or what do you try to do? Do you try to make a trade? Maybe move back to 2 or 3. I mean, do you try? I don't know. What do you do?
I think you take Jaden Daniels.
I think if there's a way you could get
At
Harrison,
even if you take him at 1.
I think if there's a way you could and get Harrison and Daniels, I think that would be a perfect thing for the Bears.
Billy said, "Take Dak. He'll pay you to take him." How's it going, Billy? But, to me, it was hard. It was almost impossible for him to stay with Fields again because you were in this exact same situation last year with having the number 1 pick. Only thing is, you didn't. This number 1 pick wasn't because you was so bad. I mean, you wasn't good, but it wasn't because of your record. It was because of a trade.
Yeah,
that's one advantage that whoever comes in as this quarterback, if you are a rookie, if you're the number 1 pick like Williams, that is an advantage. You're coming to a team that's better equipped than a lot of guys get to come to when they're drafted number 1.
That's true, but it's also if they keep Fields, it's a better team. I mean, the team he's got now is a better team than it was.
Yeah, but he's
had chances. I understand. He's gonna go see Purdue lose. Oh, Glenn, he's a big Purdue fan. He loves Purdue.
No, I see what you're saying, but if you look at Fields' record, he's won like 10 games in what 4 seasons now. I mean, put it this way, everybody's talking about how the Daniel Jones needs to be gone from the Giants, and nobody in the NFL would want him. I'm about positive he's won more games in the NFL than Justin Fields has. Yeah. It ain't like the Giants have put a whole lot of talent around him. Yeah. It ain't everybody saying that the Giants messed Daniel Jones up like it is with Fields.
Yeah.
And I hope Fields gets a chance and does play good. You see talent with him. I just don't think he's consistent enough throwing the ball, accuracy wise. I mean, if you look, he only had like 2 or 3 games the whole season where he was over 200 yards passing. In today's NFL, you gotta be throwing for more than 200 yards a game.
Jets got Williams?
Yeah, that happened last night.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a good pickup. A 1-year deal?
Yeah, when I got home, he was already at work. But yeah, I heard it on the radio yesterday evening. Yeah, it's a good pickup for the Jets.
Fields is with Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, Billy. Fields went to Pittsburgh. Going to be the backup for Russell Wilson is what it's looking like.
That's what they're saying, but don't you think there should be an open tryout? But when you have an open tryout?
I mean, I wouldn't name nobody as a starter until I see what you guys look like in camp. But got to feed that ego.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know about Mike, but I knew our friend Robert Scott was upset that they got rid of Fields.
See, Glenn thinks they shouldn't have traded Fields either, and it's a crapshoot because you never know if these guys in the draft are going to develop. You don't know if how Fields is going to keep developing. I mean,
yep.
That's my thing. He couldn't even get 200 yards passing. And I know they got some better weapons now.
Well, the Bears are probably Billy Bears probably going to draft. I would assume Williams from USC.
Yeah, they're going to draft somebody. Is what it looks like because they have the number 1 pick, and it looks like they're going to go with Williams. I heard that was it Washington at 2. I've heard that they're thinking about McCarthy from Michigan.
That's too high.
Moving up. Yeah, I heard that earlier today.
I would trade down and get more picks, and if you get somebody at 7, you can get McCartney at 8 or 9, or maybe further back than that. That'd be silly, I think.
Yeah, good. I saw Mike was upset. Yeah, Damien, I agree with you. I don't think Russ is. I don't know if I would say. I don't know if I'd say he's overrated, but he's not the same guy.
He's on the
He's
back.
not. Yeah,
Back
he's
end of his
not near
career.
the same guy now as he was in his early years in Seattle.
He's in the back end of his career.
I thought he was pretty decent then, but yeah, now to me he's average, maybe a little bit below average.
What do you think about the reports that the Bears supposedly took care of Fields and sent him to Pittsburgh?
I don't believe it.
And they had better offers.
I don't believe it. I think that's just trying to make somebody trying to spin it, make the Bears look like
Heroes.
like they've done right by Fields. You can't tell me if somebody would have offered a second or a third round pick for Justin Fields that they was going to turn that down to take a 6th round pick to Pittsburgh because that's where he wanted to be. No, you know where he probably wanted to be? Still the starter of for you. If you really wanted to take care of, you would have kept him on your team.
Yeah.
Once you decide to move on from him, you're going to get the best you could have get, and that was, to me, that's the best. Once Rivers end up leaving and going to the Falcons and taking that spot, and then it looks like Minnesota is positioning themselves to trade up to try to get up high to get a quarterback because they've traded up now. They got like the 12th and like the 23rd pick in the first round now, so you can see they're trying to put something together where they can maybe move up even higher. But once you saw the quarterback start to fall and nobody was interested in Fields, they took the best offer they got, in my opinion. Well, I don't believe that for one bit that they had a better offer and turned down a better offer because they cared for Justin Fields so much. That's bullshit.
If they did, they're fools.
That's not how the NFL. That's not how business in the NFL works.
Yeah, if they did, they're fools. That's for sure. NCAA. I filled out a bracket today. I went for my final game.
I'm gonna fill out a bracket tonight. I haven't filled out one yet.
I went with UConn and Creighton as my finals, and I went with UConn to win it all. That's what I went.
I'm still favoring UConn, but yeah, I haven't filled out one yet. I'll probably fill out one this evening.
So I remember who I had. I think I had Houston, Creighton, Arizona, and UConn in the Final Four. That's who I had in my Final Four.
Yeah, it's going to be I know a lot of people today, the noise about Indiana State being left out of the tournament picked back up after people watched Virginia play last night.
Yeah.
Would you hear that today?
Yeah.
There were a few different shows this morning. Yeah. People were not happy with Virginia being in the tournament when they got put in the if you want to call that put in the tournament. I know because they technically the first round starts tomorrow, but they have these first 4 games. But yeah, people weren't happy about Virginia being in. The performance they put up last night.
I think Indiana State deserved to be in.
A lot of noise about Indiana State. That I guess that star player for Indiana State's going to be at McAfee Studio, I think, tomorrow.
What do you think about IU turning down NIT?
A lot of teams did.
A bunch of teams.
It's because of the way the transfer portal set up. Because now, like right after like the conference tournaments are over, the transfer portal opens up. So these teams, if you're not in the NCAA, they just assume not to go play in NIT, and they can get a head start on the transfer portal. And a lot of these players jump into the transfer portal, so then they're not going to want to play in the NIT if they're not, you know what I mean? If they're not going to be there, they need to change the transfer portal opening up till after the tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
That way, and then these teams would play in these other secondary tournaments. But I think that's why. I mean, as a fan, I was disappointed that IU didn't play in NIT just because it's a chance for them to play. But I also understand from that, like the business part of it, it puts you in a tough situation, especially if you have a bunch of players leaving in the transfer portal. Yeah, because that opened up, I think, like Monday. was it Monday? I think it opened up, and now there was already over 200 and something players that had entered it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What'd you see in football? I got a big offensive lineman projected to be a top pick in the NFL in the draft. I think next year. He had left Alabama. Went to Iowa in the transfer portal. Now he's going back to Alabama. Started a semester at Iowa earlier this month, but now is going back to Alabama.
They've got
You know what I mean? So,
they got to make some changes.
and Iowa is getting like a recruiting or tampering violation, I guess, from the way that they recruited him to go to Iowa. So they're still going to get that violation, and he's decided to go back to Alabama.
Yeah, Billy Buzz, I am getting snacks when I get off work tonight. I'm hitting my snacks up because I know it's going to be tough to even get dinner this year with the NCAA tournament down there, and then who knows with crazy.
He's overreacting. It's not going to be that bad
with crazy Joey Owens. They may only have 5-minute breaks into another show.
But,
so I'm going to have.
But I'm not like him. I don't have to eat every hour. Hour and a half.
I went like 10 or 12 hours without food. Don't be that was an hour and a half. That's bullshit. I was about ready to snap, man.
I know you was.
Oh man, it was bad.
It was bad. He goes, how long a break? It's like 30 minutes. He goes, well, after this show, I'm going to get something to eat.
Yeah. And then
you were going to miss the show if you had to.
Yeah. I walked in the Steak and Shake, and they got the kiosk. I said, let's order something. And they about that time, the lady comes out. Sorry, no more orders. Kitchen's already an hour and a half behind. We're closing. Then we had to walk another, 4 or 5 blocks to find somewhere to eat. It was nuts.
It looks like the weather's not going to be too bad, so that'll be nice.
It could be a little warmer. I think it's only going to be about. I think one day's going to be in the 40s.
Yeah, it's better than.
Well, yeah,
better than what it could be.
At one point, it was looking like it was going to be. They keep changing the forecast. It looked like it's going to be 50s and 60s, but they changed it a little bit. But we'll be all right.
Yeah, I can deal with the 40s, but that's not too bad. But you start getting, which last year it was later in the year, so it was decent outside.
Yeah. Have you looked at the guests they're having there at Comic-Con? I haven't either, but people telling me it's a lot better this year than it was last year.
Yeah, I haven't looked. I've heard that too, but I haven't looked. I'm probably gonna go over during one of the breaks and check out that arcade. If they have that again. I thought that was pretty cool. They probably had 50, 60 arcade games there set up you can play.
You're talking about the mall food court. That's where we ate last time, right?
Yeah, food court. Yeah,
that's where we end up going. Brown County, probably a pretty good piece.
Yeah, probably about 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah. I think Brown County's farther than Bloomington, isn't it?
I think so. So yeah, probably about 2.5, 3 hours. I'm guessing. Oh,
cool.
No, I don't think I've ever been to Brown County. I know a lot of people go there.
I've been to Brown County. Me and your mom went and stayed up there. And, it's only about an hour from Glen.
Yeah, so it's probably about it's an hour from there. So yeah, it's probably about 2.5 or so from us, maybe a little longer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, NBA tonight. Go ahead and get the night's picks. Oh, I was 3-2 on Monday. I never did say what I was. We started talking about everything else. Yeah. I was 3-2. I went 2-1 in NBA. Only game I missed in NBA was the damn Pacers against the Cavs. Pacers were up by double digits most of the first half, and then ended up losing that game. Tyrese Halliburton can't hit a fucking shot no more. I don't know what's going on with him. His shooting he's in a slump shooting wise.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about that.
And then in hockey, I was 1-1 that night. So I went 3-2. That puts me at 194 and 194.
Oh, he's gonna make a comeback now
on the year.
Glenn's thinking about SummerSlam now. Thinking about going to Cleveland.
Hey. But tonight, I only took two picks in the NBA.
Is that right?
Yeah, I couldn't get it out. I think there's 8 games in the NBA tonight, and 6 of them have double-digit spreads. So I did not like hardly any of the spreads in the night's games. And now the 2 that wasn't a double-digit spread, one of them was a 9.5-point spread. The other one was 1.5. So you almost 7 out of the 8 games tonight have double-digit spreads. So I really didn't like many of the spreads, but I ended up going with the Cavs at home against the Miami Heat. I like the Cavs at the -1.5. And then my other pick in the NBA, I'm going to go with the Pacers and Pistons over the 235. Pacers are 10.5-point favorites in this game. I think the Pacers win, but I know how the Pacers play. They usually play down to the competition some, so I do think they win the game. But 10.5 points, too many points for me to give up. So I'm going with the over the 235. So I only have 2 NBA picks for tonight: Cavs -1.5 and the Pacers Pistons over 235.
I didn't do any NBA picks, but Glenn brought up something here that he thinks maybe Halliburton could be playing wounded. The shot looks off and stuff. Do you think that he's trying to play because of money? Maybe he shouldn't be.
I mean, it could be. He hasn't shot the ball the same since he's tried to come back from that injury. I know that. And, he's still he's still getting 11, 12 assists a game. I mean, he's still helping out there, but he's not shooting the ball near as efficient as he had been. Hopefully, it is an injury. He can get healed up, but I mean, this is a stretch where we really need him.
Yep. We're down to what, about the last 12, 13 games, I think, for this regular season.
So I think Pacers win tonight. Just a 10.5 was a little too many points for me. Like I said, hell, almost every game had double-digit spread today. It was.
Yep.
I didn't like hardly any of the games.
I didn't do any NBA. You do college?
Billy said he took the Thunder -15.
You're going to drop it to 10.
Yeah.
Celtics 9 and Pacers and Maple Leafs.
College basketball. I'm going with Grambling. This is you have 2 first 4 games tonight. I'm gonna go with Grambling at the +4.5, and then I'm gonna go with Colorado at -3.5 against Boise State.
I did college. I got a couple of NIT games in there too. I got Grambling. What was the point spread you had?
4.5.
Is it +4.5?
Huh?
Is it plus? Yeah, I had a +4. Okay, I'll take Grambling State +4.5 against Montana State. I got Loyola Chicago against Bradley. I'll take Bradley -4.5, and I got UCLA at Princeton. I'll take Princeton -3. That's my college picks for tonight.
Now, tomorrow, March Madness. I mean, official first round games start at 12:15.
Yep.
Michigan State and Mississippi State's at 12:15. 12:40 have Duquesne and BYU. Akron and Creighton play at 1:30. Yes, a lot of basketball be on the next.
Glenn's telling you right there why Purdue's going to lose. He said Grambling's going to win. Big Glenn. Good. And you need to go drop $100 bet on that, man. If they win tonight, drop 100 on Grambling.
If they beat Purdue at Glenn's there, We'll never hear the end of that
No.
one. And we're not even Purdue fans, but Glenn's gonna be so happy that he'd be there to watch Purdue choke. Ooh, I'm not sure, Billy. I haven't looked. To be honest, I haven't looked at the bracket enough. I think
I like Grand Canyon, and
New Mexico.
yeah, I like Grand Canyon.
I think they can make a run.
James Madison and Morehead State. Well, I think one of those three will be a real big surprise team.
Yeah, I think.
But I'm leaning towards Grand Canyon.
I think New Mexico can make a run as well.
Damien, I think it's smart money, and they're owned by WWE's owned by people that own UFC, and UFC's got all kinds of stuff all over there.
Yeah.
So it was bound to happen once they got bought out, and I don't see a problem. And I think it's just for pay-per-views. I don't think it's for the regular shows.
More advertising, more money.
Hey, they're willing to pay.
Well, and that might be something that I don't know if this is true or not, but that could be maybe something that will, if they're not paying, it could be something that Logan Paul got negotiated with his contract or something.
Yep. Probably.
Because, because I know that he owned, that's his, that Prime's his energy drink or whatever. So maybe, so they might have got a cheaper deal on something like that than somebody, it might have been.
Yeah, our friends at In Your House, Hollywood, and Apocalypse Jones has got a bet on WrestleMania. House says Kevin Owens is going to win the title, and Apocalypse Jones says no, he's not. So, and they both hate Prime. So if Owens wins, Apocalypse Jones has got to drink Prime, and if it goes the other way, Hollywood's got to drink Prime, and they're going to be together that night. They're going to film it and everything. So,
Logan's brother Jake is the one that's going to be fighting Tyson.
Yep.
It looks like a firecracker popsicle.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. I hope Tyson knocks his head off, but just because I grew up in the Tyson and with all the Tyson hype, and I saw what Tyson was back then. But he's 57 years old now. It's just,
and the last time,
but I think he can still hit. It's just, is he going to get hit?
The last time Tyson fought, he didn't look.
But I thought more of that was on Roy Jones.
Yeah, maybe
kind of tying him up too. But I think it'll be interesting. I mean, I won't, unless we're at a wrestling show or something. I can't. I plan on watching it.
Well, I think Chris is right. I think he would negotiate that in his deal. Probably not getting paid as much, and Prime goes on that, and that you're probably going to see more advertising eventually.
That's a smart bit. I mean, it's smart business. People pay a lot of money just put their name on that canvas.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much they pay.
Oh yeah, Billy. Don King was a crook.
Oh yeah, one of the biggest.
Oh yeah, Tyson lost a lot of money,
and not only Don King, a lot of people around him ripped him off too. When Gus Amato died, that was the worst thing. That's the worst thing that ever happened to Tyson. He lost his edge. He lost everything. If Amato lives, who knows what Tyson might have went on to do.
Yeah, and he was the one guy Tyson had that looked out for him, took care of him. He wouldn't let people screw him as much as it happened without him.
Yep.
At least I don't believe so.
No, I don't believe so either.
Then in the hockey tonight, I had the Maple Leafs money line on the road at the Capitals, and I took the Kings on the money line at home against the Wild.
I got Toronto money line at Washington. I got Dallas money line at home against Arizona, and I have LA money line at home against Minnesota.
All right. Did you have anything else for today?
No, I think I'm good to go. Damien, are you rooting for? Is Cody gonna finish the story? And are you liking The Rock right now?
I know Friday Roman Reigns will be on McAfee show.
Yeah.
I kind of like to watch that show. I think it's gonna be pretty good, but I won't get to watch much of it. I have to watch it later on.
Yeah. The Rock and Cody's going to have a confrontation.
And then he announced
SmackDown Friday.
And then he announced today that, or it might have been yesterday. I think it might have been yesterday's show because I watched it last night because I didn't watch a whole lot of it, or didn't get to listen to much of it yesterday because I was messing with the water heater. But anyway, Kendrick Perkins is going to start being on his show, being actually in Indianapolis on Thursdays.
I didn't know he was going to be in Indianapolis. I seen he was going to be on Thursdays.
So he's going to be at the Thunderdome on Thursday. So that means Pat worked out some kind of deal with him. But yeah, he's going to be in Indianapolis every Thursday. I like when he's on there. I think that'd be pretty cool. And that's a good time to do it because you're getting toward the NBA playoffs and stuff. So if you're gonna have a guy like him, Pac-Man Jones has been back. I like that. I like that he's back as well. AJ's not been there this week.
No, he hasn't.
He's on vacation.
No, you say that, but I hadn't really noticed. But yeah, you're right.
I think they said he was in Jamaica or somewhere, and his luggage didn't get there. So it's him, his 4 kids, and his wife, and all they have is whatever they've basically bought while they're there because none of their luggage has got there. They're gonna be there like 7 days. So yeah, so like it was a mess.
He's a Roman dude, baby, in The Rock. Thought the story was stupid the first time, and it's even more stupid now.
Well, he don't like The Rock either.
Oh, I thought
he said and it's stupid now. I like The Rock stuff.
Oh, I thought he liked The Rock.
He don't like any of it.
Okay, he don't like nothing. He's an AEW homer, right? I don't think he is, but I had to say that anyway.
But no, we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all Gonzo Sports Room as well. Join us tomorrow as owner of FEW, Alex Bolton, and also wrestler and Justin Terrell, who's from AACW. Both of them will be joining us, talk about their respective big shows they have coming up this weekend. Yep. We'll be in Indianapolis at the Indiana Comic-Con with WCWO doing probably 15 to 20 shows this weekend.
Yeah.
But they'll be on tomorrow night, 7:00. So join us for that. Should be an interesting conversation. And then we'll be back tomorrow right around 3:00 with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.